3. She's big. She's bad. It's the Talladega Super Speedway. Here we are. It's Tuesday night once again for the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series race. We have 18 drivers ready to take the green here in Talladega, Alabama. We're going 47 laps around a 2.66 mile super speedway. It's going to be a fun one. These drivers, they're about to take off on a formation lap, and once they're all gridded up and ready to go, we will roll through the restart zone and we will get to racing shortly. So as these drivers get themselves lined up, let's go through our starting lineup. Row 1, we have the 17 of Malenko and the 20 of Danny. In row 2, we got the 54 of Dan and the 15 of Spoob. I believe the 54 is dropping back. So that would put the 27 of Taco to 4th place. Row 3, we have the 2 of Mafia and the 3 of Doug. Row 4, we've got the 13 of Bud. And I don't know who's 9th. The 88 of Prattman will start to his outside. Row 5, we have the 02 of Addy and the 44 of Devin. Row 6, we have the 32 of Race and the 34 of Barnett. Behind them, we will have the 52 of Freak and the 33 of Corey. The next row, we got the 18 of Party People and the 22 of Clutch. And rounding out the rear will be the 54 truck of Dan. He falls to the rear of the grid. Here we go. Everybody's lined up and ready to go. 17 trucks. They're going to be led to the green by truck number 17 for 47 laps. Here we go. Double wide, ready to go. These fans, they're on their feet. It's time to go. Veedverks Gunman Truck Racing in Alabama. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at the Talladega Super Speedway. Down the backstretch they go. Malenko already lined up with his team owner in that 15 truck of Spoob. We got Mafia right there in 3rd. This inside lane is really starting to get formed up here in the early parts of this race. Considering that's the first lap under green. Got a couple trucks working the outside there. I believe that's the 27 and the 88 truck. That is Taco and Prattman. Working the outside lane, and now Prattman finds himself in line. Here comes the 33 of Corey to pit lane. Now the 88 of Prattman having a little help from the 18. The 18 of Party People, and now the 52 of Freak joins up that outside lane, trying to get formed up here. We work lap number 2 under green. We got more people jumping up to the top lane. We got the 13 of Bud, the 44 of Devin, and the 32 of Race. All lined up on that outside lane, and now the 2 of Mafia looking to the outside. Maybe he's going to challenge for the lead here. He has no help at the moment, and now that inside lane starting the freight train on the 02 of Addy goes by. The 20 of Danny also goes by, so that's the top 3 right there. We got Malenko, Spoob, Danny the top 3. The top 5 starting to break away now. We have the 02 of Addy in 4th, the 3 of Doug in 5th, and now the top 6 with the 52 of Freak in 6th. Now clear of that outside lane. Now 4 trucks on that outside lane. Still 4 trucks as one drops down, another one will join back up. And we got 5 trucks working that outside lane, led by the 88 of Pratt Man. He's got the 2 of Mafia, the 13 of Bud, the 44 of Devin, and the 27 of Taco, all working that outside lane with him. Right now, they're still battling to the outside of Party People. Sat 7's right now on the inside lane. Barnett now leading the outside lane. Now Freak leading that outside lane. There's a lot of momentum starting up top. Malenko still leads the inside lane with Spoob on his back bumper. And we got teammates in the 20 and the 02 working together. That's Danny and Addy. But here comes the 52 of Freak. He's got a huge train of trucks behind him, trying to make it 3 wide back there. The 32 of Race slides up the track. We're still double wide here at Dega. The 02 of Addy kind of falling out of line. Doug nice enough to let him back in as that outside lane still trying to form up. Now the 02 joins them. That's Addy kind of becoming a traitor to that inside lane. Trying to work to the outside of Doug. And he slides up the track big time. It's going to kill the momentum for that outside lane. The 88 of Pratt Man desperately trying to find a way to his inside. And now the Hornet's Nest is starting to stir back there. They're 3, maybe 4 wide. And now the 88 leads a trio with the 13 and the 27 with him. Now the 02 falls back in line, and that inside line is dead. That outside line. The inside lane is going strong as everybody's in the inside line. The 18 of Party People, the lone wolf up top. Comes Mafia and Barnett. They're working together now, trying to form that outside lane once again. They pick up the 32 of Race. Up front, it's still Malenko and Spoob, led by Danny in 3rd, Doug in 4th. Now Dan making his way into the top 5 in that 54 truck. Now that outside lane starting to pick up some steam. Here comes the 52 up high, and around they go! The big one at Talladega! The 27, the 88! The 87. Big time, they're racing back to the start-finish line. Still no caution. I guess that large accident did not warrant. No caution on the speedway. That is crazy. I guess this first stage is coming to the conclusion. Yep, I hear 2 laps to go in this stage, so we're coming around to the last lap in stage 1, led by Malenko. Now Danny working to the outside of Spoob. Now below the double yellow line goes the 20 truck. He files back in line. So Malenko continues to lead the trio up front. Danny desperately trying to find a way around the 15 truck of Spoob, but Spoob isn't going to lead that tailgater, so he does. He goes to the outside of Malenko. 2 wide coming to the start-finish line here in the tri-oval. And the 15 will not get any help. The 20 of Danny sticks to the tailgate of the 17, and Malenko will win stage 1, leading every lap since the drop of the green. Nice finishes for each position throughout the rest of the field. 2 and 3 wide for many positions back there. So it looks like it'll be the 17 either the 15 or the 20, and then either the 22 and the 34, the 5 drivers getting stage points here at the end of stage 1. So now we get a moment to catch our breath. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. They give us a lot of support to run this series, and it would mean a lot if you would show them the same support. Here we go, we're lined up double wide and ready to go for stage number 2. The 32 of Race takes over the race lead. I assume he did not pit or took a short pit stop. Now leads this race. Boob and Malenko trying to get that outside lane formed up, and the 20 car truck cannot hold a line in second place. And there goes the 32 truck dropping to the inside, now relinquishing the lead to the 20 truck of Danny. And now we're double wide up front. Malenko leading the outside lane, and they're chugging hard. Danny leading the inside lane, help with Barnett, the 52 of Freak, the 44 of Devin. Now Malenko not getting the help he needs. He's trying to side draft the inside lane, and now Spoop goes to his outside. Now they're going 3 and 4 wide in the middle of the pack. Here we go. The outside lane now led by the 34 of Barnett. The 20 of Danny will still lead that inside lane. The 13 of Bud pushing up the track, almost putting the 2 of Mafia into the outside wall. Outside lane with less trucks, still hanging tough on that outside. They only got 4 trucks formed up on that outside lane and about 6 or 7 on the inside. Now the 34 Barnett edges out the 20 of Danny through the trioval, and the Barnett will take the lead there. The 52 trying to side draft the 20. Now Malenko stuck up on the outside by himself as the 52 and the 34, they leave him to dry. The 22 of Clutch, the 88 of Prattman to his tailgate, and now the 44 of Devin looking to the outside. Now here comes the 20. Everybody's shifting up as there's a lap truck of the 32 of Race. Oh, this is going to be fun. Contact being made between the 44 and the 20. Now the 3 gets hit into the 17, and around goes the 3, but everybody else keeps it straight. These lap trucks, they will do wonders for you in the middle of the pack. And here goes the 44 truck of Devin to the outside. No help of the top 4, top 5. Malenko and Spoob still sticking to each other. Now 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Corey now leading the outside lane now. Very little momentum. The 52 under the double yellow line trying to take over that second spot. He will shove the 22 out of line. That is correct. The 52 was up top. I guess that was then the Addy trying to force the 52 under the double yellow. Kind of not working to his advantage. Contact in the back. Everybody's hanging tough. The 54 of Dan being very aggressive to find a way around the 27 truck. Everybody knows the tail on the inside lane. Here comes the 33 of Corey. That inside line still being led by Barnett and Freak up front. Danny in third. And now Dan gets forced under the double yellow by the 27. And now he's dropping back. '27's got an issue. Heard something about the 27 truck having lag earlier. Truck under the double yellow line, files his way back in line. I believe that was VO2 of Addy. Dan will make himself at home behind the 13 truck of Bud. Up front, R.L. Barnett continues to lead in that 34 truck as we come into the waning moments of stage number 2. Coming off of turn 4, we have a couple trucks working to the outside lane, trying to get something formed up. That's the 15 of Spoob, the O2 of Addy, trying to get stuff working out there. Nothing's happening. We got the 44 truck also kind of at the tail end of the draft, or maybe losing it now. 44 has definitely lost the draft. Nobody making a move. So here we come through turns 3 and 4, coming to the end of stage number 2. Who's gonna get it? The 34 Barnett leading up front. Through the tri-oval, no contest. It'll be the 34 Barnett, the 52 of Freak, the 27 of Taco, edging out the 20 of Supansky for 4th. I believe the 17 of Malenko edged out for 5th. So it's been the tale of 2 stages. Stage 1 was hectic, stage 2 was calm. What are we gonna get in stage number 3? Well, we'll find out. We'll give these guys a little breather. We'll line them double wide, and we'll try it once again for stage 3 here at Talladega. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. And here we go. We're lined up double wide and ready to go here at Talladega for the final stage here for the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series race in the Sugarland Shine 250. We're racing at Dega. The 52 of Freak will lead them to green. The 20 of Supansky now edging out the 34 Barnett. Supansky up to 2nd. Now the 52 of Freak. He leaves the inside lane, giving the 20 truck wide open to the race leader. Can the 52 rally back on the outside? Here comes the 20 of Supansky. Huge push from the inside lane. Side by side out of 4. Side by side, Tuva start finish line and too close to call. Who led that lap? The 13 of Butt, the 17 of Malenko, all giving good push on the inside. Now the 2 of Mafia in the sucker hole. And there's contact back there, the 2 of Mafia trying to hold on to it. Somehow keeps it under control. We right on board with the 88 of Prattman, as we're in the eye of the storm right now. Oh, contact in the middle of the field, the 13 truck into the grass, everybody trying to merge back up. 3 and 4 wide in the middle of the pack. The 20 of Supansky out front, no help. The 17 of Malenko had no choice but to find the tailgate of the 20 truck, and now the 18 truck all the way to the apron of the track. So Supansky leads over Malenko, Dan, Addy, and Clutch, your top 5. The 54 Dan worked to the outside lane and has no friends up there. Hung out to dry, the 54 of Dan. And now to the inside goes the 17 of Malenko, the 20 of Supansky left the inside lane, and now he files back up front. That was close. We had a lead change nearly up front, and I guess Malenko either let up or Supansky was aggressive to get back down. Up top we have Spoob and the 44 of Devin working the outside lane. Malenko all over the tailgate of Supansky. Same with Addy to Malenko. Clutch, and now Freak up to 5th. Truck under the WL line. A lot of jostling for position. Everybody trying to merge and file in the holes. Not many in here. And now the 88 of Prattman desperately trying to hold on to the draft here, and I don't think he's going to. Now the 52 of Freak, poking up high, files back in line. Here comes the 15 of Spoob. Huge move to the outside lane. No help, now the 17 of Malenko joins him. The 33 of Corey's up there. There's a 44 truck hard into the outside wall. Or that was a 34 truck, my bad. Everybody files back in line. No, not a lot of help up on that outside lane. Supansky now continues to lead with this posse behind him of Addy and Clutch. The three joined at the hip when they came into this series. 52 of Freak of Air in fourth. And that's the 3 of Doug now working his way into fifth. Big help from the 17 of Malenko behind him, the 15 of Spoob. And out to the outside goes the 0-2 of Addy as the 20 of Supansky having a hard time holding a line up front, and he will somehow get back in front of the 0-2 truck. Addy with very aggressive drafts to the 20 truck that's in front of him. Getting him out of shape. Here comes the 17 of Malenko. Big push from the 15 of Spoob. Nobody goes with him. If everybody behind the 15 had gone with the 15 to the outside lane, they would have had more muscle on the outside lane than the inside lane. Trucks around and in the grass in the back. Caution on the speedway. Trucks on pit road. Huge contact in the pits. It's now racing back to the caution. The 20 of Supansky leads right now. The 0-2 of Addy, the 22 of Clutch, they're not going to leave. The 20 truck, here comes the 33 of Corey poking to the outside. No help. Now the 52 of Freak looks. And somebody came out of the pit lane and got stuck a lap down. First caution of the day here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Pit road will be closed this time around as drivers have to reline up from this accident happening in the midst of green flag pit stops. Pit road will now be open by race control. And a lot of drivers got some advantage there from when the caution came out. They will be able to cycle up front, and we will have a whole new gang at the front of the field here. The 34 of RL Barnett takes over the race lead here. Busy pit lane. I don't think any other drivers stayed out. Out of the pit lane they come, the 20 to 52, the 22, the 0-2, 17 to 3. I'm sorry, the 17 and the 33, and the 15 and The 44. Barnett took the wave around. That's where he will be coming around. So up front, we will still have the 20 of Danny Stepanski leading. So for call from race control, we are good to go to racing here at Talladega, working our first manual caution of the evening here for the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series here at Talladega for the Sugarland Shine 250. Here we go. Everybody's lined up and ready to go. Here we go, revving up the gears we go. The 20 of Stepanski leads him to green. Big push from the 22 of Clutch. The 33 of Corey joining in on that with the 15 of Spoob. The 4th car in the inside lane. I only speak of the inside lane because that outside lane fell to pieces faster than Nature Valley Bar. Here comes the 22 of Clutch poking outside. Here comes the 33 of Corey. Strong push from the 15 of Spoob. Now Corey up high, he's going to have some help from the 15. Or not. Spoob contemplating whether to go outside or down low. He kind of fouls behind the 20. Danny making contact with the 33 of Corey. And now Spoob commits to up high. Help from the 52 now. Doug on the inside in second. Trying to make it work. Stepanski not getting the help he needs. Here goes the 33 to the race lead. The 52 of Freak trying to clear the 20 of Stepanski. They're chugging hard on that outside and with 3 trucks. Trying as they may. The 52 will not clear the 20. And there's no help up there besides those guys. And now the 52 clears in front of the 20. Here comes the 15 of Spoob. And Corey stays up there. Now Corey's going to have the help of the 87 truck. The 87. That's Controller Hog, who now files to the middle. Corey's trying to fall back. Controller got Dan and Mafia behind him. Malenko trying to maybe peek to the outside. Stays in line. Now here comes Mafia back to the inside lane. Everybody filing in line, and now Corey drops to the back. Way up high goes the 20 of Stepanski. Can't hold a line, and it's starting to prove true there. Getting hung out to dry. Now the 88 of Pratt, man, he gets shoved out high. Comes back in line. The 54 of Dan now suffers. The 32 of Race up there as well. The 87 of Controller. They're starting to form the outside lane. Here comes the 33 of Corey. Up front, the 15 of Spoob leads over the 52 of Freak. The 02 of Addy. No, the 3 of Doug, the 02 of Addy. Then the 17 of Malenko. And shoved down low. I believe that's the 54 truck has to find his way back in line. And he does so. The 88 truck now getting shoved out by the 2 of Mafia. Nobody making friends out here. Here comes, I believe that's the 2 of Mafia working to the outside. No help here. The 22 of Clutch will leave him out to dry. Here comes the 13 of Bud trying to close the hole. The 02 of Addy peaks up high. The 17 of Mal stays put. Everybody knows to tail onto the inside line. And now Mafia gets shoved out of line as Dan was shoved under the WL line on the straightaway into the corner. The 2 truck had to move up high to leave some room for the 54 truck. And it ended up costing him some positions. Spook continues to lead up front, 52 of Freak, 3 of Doug, 2 of Addy, 17 of Malenko, your top 5. Up high now to 54 of Dan, trying to get around to 22 of Clutch so he can try to work with the 17 of Mal. Those are 2 teammates separated by the 22 of Clutch, trying to work with one another. Nose to tail logging laps here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Now that outside lane starting to get to work in here. The 54 of Dan leading, the 33 of Corey, 88 of Prattman. Trying to get something going up high. Everybody kind of files back in line, back to single file racing. 33 of Corey up there, now the 3 of Doug. Shows he's grown a pair. Nobody to go with him. Now the 0-2 of Addy moving into third, and now Doug gets sent to the sucker hole. The 88 of Prattman up high. 17 of Mal up to 4th, that moves Clutch into 5th. Bud into 6th as Taco takes over the 7th spot. And as quick as I say that, there goes the I believe that was the 87 truck who went up high. No, that was the 33 truck who had went up high. And now something's starting to form up here. You have the 87 of Controller, who was leading a nicely formed outside lane to kind of start a chug. Here comes the 13 to pit lane. Spinning under braking, wheel hopping under braking. 13 truck wheel hopped to trying to get to pit road, and he was given the black flag. The leader's pitting, so this means we're in the range for green flag pit stops, and pit road's about to get busy. So here we go, Spoob leading, and I'm most likely we're gonna see the 17 and the 54 peel off with him, along with a few others. Here we go off of turn 4. Everybody comes to the pit lane here. Here we go. Who can come to pit road without wrecking? Contact in the back, but everybody's trying to make it, and everybody does. And a huge pack for green flag pit stops here at Talladega. Let's see who can make it. Let's see who didn't speed. And you'll know who sped on the pit road by what time did they come out in relation to everybody else who pitted. And the 44 of Devin leads him off pit lane. You'll have the 54, the 87, the 88, the 17, the 52, and And that means I believe a lot of people either took 4 tires or got black flagged. So Doug leading another group off the pit lane. And what happened here is very plausible to happen under green flag pit stops, where everybody's kind of in little clusters. The 54 of Dan, I believe, is taking over the race lead now. Or will cycle out as the theoretical leader once everybody has cycled through. I believe that's the 33 getting past for position now. So I believe Dan is cycled out to be the theoretical leader over the 87 of Controller Hog and the 44 of Devin. And no more cautions. We're reaching the end of this race. Let's see if this large cluster of trucks have anything to do. It's 4 V3 right now. Can the 88 of Prattman lead the 17 of Malenka, the 52 of Freak, and the 33 of Corey? That's a good bunch of drivers right there. Those 4, if they can lock nose to tailgate, it's going to be close. I don't know if they're gaining at a pace good enough because, again, the 3 in front of them are still drafting. And I believe this is 4 laps to go here. 2 laps to go. Up front, Dan leads Controller and Devin. Does anybody have anything for the 54? And now the 87 is kind of backing off the back tailgate of the 54 truck, trying to get a run. Here we go, the final lap at Talladega for the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series underway. Controller getting a nice run. Is probably going to have the help of the 44 truck here. They go up high. And 87 of Controller's got help. Dan does not. Controller, what does he do here? It's the last lap. He ditches the 44. Now can Dan draft the 87 enough to try to get around him? The 44 gets back in the line as the Dan, I guess, had let out trying to get a draft. No, he's falling back. He's done. He's out of gas. And the 87 to the inside goes the 44. Devin, they make contact. And the 87 of Controller Hog will win in the photo finish. Controller Hog takes the dub in Talladega over the 44 of Devin, the 88 of Prattman, the 17 of Malenka, the 52 of Freak, the 33 of Corey. Your top 6. This race had everything. This race had hectic racing. This race had calm single file racing. And in the end, it came down to pit strategy. This race had it all. And hopefully we will end up talking to Controller, Devin, and Prattman in the next few minutes. Alright, so y'all three who will be doing post-race interviews, make sure you have your party audio being shared. Everybody else kind of clear the airways for the three getting their post-race interviews. Alright, so everybody kind of go ahead and clear the airways, and the three who are getting post-race interviews, make sure you have your audio shared for this party. Alright, so we're joined by third place finisher Prattman. How about that? Go ahead and talk about the race first before we get to the ending. The race as a whole.
Well, the race as a whole was a battle for the bottom, my friend. The high line was definitely hard to get rolling. You get rolling at times, but you can never get enough lined up there to just keep it all the way to the front. But
I saw many times throughout the race you were taking the initiative to get that outside lane going, and
I'd have stayed with you, but that one glitch killed me.
yeah, that's definitely. I'm always committed to get to the high side anytime I can, rather than ride in a line, you know. So.
All right. That third stage ended.
I lost draft.
Could you please clear the
I'm
airways?
getting interviewed.
Yeah.
Dockery's doing an interview.
All right. That third stage ended with some pit strategy, some fuel strategy. I assume many drivers either just took a splash of fuel or something, and others took 4 tires. What was the call that you made, and what could you have done differently, maybe to be up with the top 3, or was it just getting off the pit road? Who you got clustered with?
I'm not. I took 2 tires and just enough to make it on fuel, so I'm not. They may have, I know one truck up there took no tires and it didn't pay off, so maybe got on pit road a little bit better, but you're at the mercy of your pit crew, on pit road, so. But it worked out. We got lined back up behind, and we had a run going. We just needed a little more time.
Yeah, y'all had more trucks in your line than the top 3, but just not enough time as the top 3 were also drafted.
Yeah, like I said, we just needed more laps. I mean, we were making hay, but just not enough to get to them in the amount of time we had. So, all in all, it was a good race. Very few cautions. And a lot of good battling. Like I said, it was a battle to the bottom to hold that track position once you got it.
Alright, congratulations on your third place finish, and good luck to you in the Bandits race, and if you're racing around the Cup, the Outlaws race.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, now we're joined by second place finisher Devin, a heartbreaker there, but same thing, before we get to that, kind of go ahead and talk about the race as a whole, and then we'll we'll get to that ending.
Well, it was definitely a race to the bottom, like Pratt said. Especially in the third stage, for whatever reason, it was very check-uppy. Like you couldn't get no momentum on the bottom at all. And even if we tried to go high, it still never worked.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that's maybe because the stages you didn't have to pit, or?
I'd say for the checking up wise, they were kind of probably just trying to save fuel to cut down on the pit stop time. But other than that, that and the lag at times probably did it as well.
So you were there in that trio there at the end, with Dan in the 54 truck and controlling the 87. You were kind of riding there, and then controller made the move to the outside. Were you get set on going with him? Pretty much those last few laps in your head, were you set with going to the 87 if he made a move?
Yes. Yes, Chevy is over Toyota.
My man.
So he did that, and then he cleared the 54 and kind of left you out to dry. What was what was going through your head at that point? Did you think you had a chance, or did you think your run was over there, going through 3 and 4 on the outside lane, and then having to try to
I
find
knew
a way
Dan
back
was
in?
gonna be close on tires, so I wasn't entirely worried about it. But it is what it is.
So that's what
Gotta think
happened.
for the win.
I thought he had run out of fuel, but tires it was. Wow.
Yes. I blew it right front, I believe he said.
Coming to the line, was there anything you could have done differently against the 87 truck?
I don't believe so. I feel like either way I would have went. If I went high, probably would have ended up in a wall. Went low, I ended up in the grass. So either way, I think it would have ended up the same way.
Alright, well, congratulations on your second place finish, and good luck to you on the Bandits and Outlaws race.
Thank you.
Alright, and now we're joined by Veedverks Gunman Truck Series winner here at Talladega, Controller Hog. It was a close one. Did you think you were going to get it there?
Yeah, worst to first. I can't think of a better way to win one.
So, same question to the other two. Race as a whole, what was your take on it? There was very different types of racing throughout the entire race.
The racing was good. I hung around at the back, some by my own accord and some not by my choice, but yeah, it was a good race. Short race, fun race.
There, do you think the caution in the third stage would have changed up? Without that caution in the first stage, would that have made a different ending, possibly, or?
Absolutely. I was behind Artie on the start of that third stage, and he surged back on me, and I lost the draft. And it was just basically me and Bud Racer back there riding around. Without that caution, I can't never catch back up and win the race.
That caution was your savior. All right. There at the end, what was your pit call that you made in your mind to get you in that position?
Just enough fuel to make it.
No tires?
No tires, finished with 2% on the right rear.
So you were just really much more smooth with your steering input than Dan was.
Well, I had him up front, basically, kind of leading the charge, and I was just kind of riding behind him, kind of saving my stuff. Yeah, I lagged way back at one point before I made the pass.
Yeah, I noticed that. Coming to the start-finish line, starting the final lap, you had backed off big time, and I kind of seen it happening. I can't believe you timed it out perfectly to be there at the entrance of the backstretch.
It worked out just right. I actually thought that Devin was going to get me for the win there.
I was going to say, did you know he was going to go with you on the backstretch?
I kind of figured it would be Chevy and Chevy, especially after the leader said he was about to blow his tire. So, yeah, I kind of thought he would go with me. I really, it's for the, if we would have been halfway through the race, I'd have hung up and pulled him around, but coming to the checkered,
yeah,
got to get the win.
For the win. And coming to the line, that was crazy. That contact, I believe, was enough to kind of hold him off.
Yeah, I was actually looking up at the right-hand corner expecting to see it change to the number 2. I thought he had me. It had to be close. I didn't look at the time for the finish, but it had to be close.
It was close, and then he kind of darted to the apron there, coming to the start-finish line. But it was a fun race overall to watch. Congratulations on your win, and good luck to you in the Bandits and Outlaws race.
10-4. Appreciate it, yeah. See if I can get another one.
So that was that here from Talladega. It was a fun one here for the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series. Like I said, the first stage was hectic, the second stage was calm, and the third stage came down to pit strategy. That was interesting in all 3 aspects. It was a lot of fun, but we're not done here tonight. Tune in just a few minutes for the Veedverks Bandit Series here at the Talladega Superspeedway. That one should be just as much fun and a slightly longer race. I believe we're going 54 big ones around the 2.66 mile tri-oval here in Talladega, Alabama. I'm Emerson Arden, and we'll see you in just a few minutes for the Bandit Series here on the Veedverks Outlaw Series YouTube channel.